right, guys, I have been promising for a while to bring you here, so I'm really excited. We're here with Jennifer Duckworth, and I'm just gonna kind of let her tell you about her store. I'm gonna show you around. She's gonna tell us some awesome things that I have learned over the time of knowing her about olive oil. So let's just get started. First off, do you just want to tell them kind of what's your store called? Where could they order? Because we want to definitely get that out there.
Okay, so our store is called Squiziot Tasting Room, and they can order from our website, squiziotastingroom.com, so they can get any of the products that we have in store online.
Awesome.
Yep.
And there is a lot of cool products. We actually, our husbands work together, but then we met for the first time at the Shindig. So if you were at the Shindig, she was there. She has olive oil, but she has so much more than that, and I'm going to show all that to you. But we just came down here a few days ago and took a little class, and I learned, I thought I knew a lot about like healthy cooking and olive oil and all kinds of stuff. I learned so much. So I thought maybe you could just kind of tell them some of the things that were in your slide presentation that are kind of myths about olive oil that we probably all kind of think and believe.
Yeah, well, there's a few that people always get wrong in the slideshow because it's a true or false. And so when everybody says, you know, I say, is this true or false? And they always get it wrong. And the one that surprised me the most is the slide that says that you're not supposed to cook with olive oil. And everybody says true. And I'm like, no, that's false. You really can cook with it because a really well-made extra virgin olive oil like ours has a high smoke point, like 400 degrees. So you can do anything with it. So that was one of the major myths that I was surprised that people just don't know.
Right. You actually can read that everywhere where it says that is a big no-no. So that was really interesting and really like life-changing to me. I mean, 'cause like it's hard to find oils that you can cook with, and there's some really great ones here that add great flavors into food. So to know you can cook with them,
and they're going to hold up to the cooking, and they're going to their health benefits are going to remain after they've been cooked. So you're getting all those healthy monounsaturated fats that you're trying to get whenever you buy a well-made extra virgin olive oil. But the key is that you have to know that it's a well-made extra virgin olive oil.
Right.
Which is another myth that people don't really understand, is that they think if it comes from Italy that it's got to be really good extra virgin olive oil. But really the truth is you can make good and bad extra virgin olive oil anywhere in the world. So it just is a matter of the farmers' ethics and what they believe and how they want to process their olives and what kind of condition it is whenever they finish processing it.
Right. And it's kind of like I've found with a lot of different foods as we've kind of started our journey of trying to source our things different places is you kind of just have to get out of Walmart. Yeah. And it's okay to go there. I go there regularly, but there is better places to find.
Well, and the problem with the supermarket is that you just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to have maybe a Best By date, which is something that you learned the other day.
Right.
You know, that doesn't tell you anything about the oil.
Right.
I mean, you need to know when it was harvested.
Right.
So that's a big deal, knowing when it's harvested. Because then you know, there's another one that we were talking about is a lot of people think that olive oil gets better with age.
Yes.
And it does not. It ages. It actually oxidizes. That's hard to say.
Yeah. That was another big thing was that you asked in your slideshow was, is it better the older it is? And a lot of things are. Like you think of like, I don't know. Wine, I guess. Things like that that's just a myth. And so I thought, it's got to be better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. My grandma, for one, she's, would want to save it. Yeah. Because, this is special. I want to save it and only use it when I need to. And then I finally convinced her, you need to use this because it's going to get old just like any other oil. It oxidizes and it's going to get rancid and it's going to stink. And if you've ever smelled funky oil, you know that it does get stinky. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of us tend to do that with like our home canned goods. We do all that work and then we think, I don't want to use this all up, but we're canning it and things to use it. So it's the same principle here. Okay, so how about you tell us about this one?
Okay, so the butter is my favorite and also our most popular. I use it in place of butter everywhere. It doesn't have any dairy in it. It is infused with plant oils. And they taste like butter, and so it's really amazing to use anywhere you would use butter, like cooking eggs. We pop popcorn with it, and I've got some back there if you want to try it.
Okay.
On seafood, you can even bake with it, and if you need something that's hardened butter, like for dumplings, or cookies or something
Right.
like that, you can put it in the freezer or in the refrigerator and it will harden, and that's normal. That's what olive oil is supposed to do. So you can use it in place of butter everywhere, in cakes, everywhere.
I think, weren't you telling me you put it on toast because you can't have butter?
Yeah.
I was like, that's genius.
Yeah, and I have it in my misto, and so I spray my toast.
Yes.
It's so fun.
We need to show the misto too.
The misto is so good. And the misto is what, you can use to spray your pans.
Yes.
So how this works is you fill it up only halfway. It says back here, I have to explain that a lot. Fill it up only halfway with an extra virgin olive oil. And I use the butter. And then you pump the lid, and then it sprays like an aerosol. So you can use it on your grill, or like I said, I do toast or grilled cheese sandwiches or anything. It's just so much easier than even getting out a knife. And
I would think you could use less rather than just drizzling. And no propellants and things like that, like you get in the cans.
Yeah. And you never have to buy another can of Pam.
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, save that money. So the butter is our biggest seller. And then probably second is the garlic.
Okay.
The garlic you can use any place of anything where you would normally want garlic. I wouldn't cook my eggs in it like I do the butter, but the garlic is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roasted potatoes or
chicken
meat. Anything where you would want garlic, the garlic flavor, roasted, any kind of roasted vegetables, stir fries, anything that you cook that you want the flavor of garlic in.
Okay.
Yep.
So what about these balsamic vinegars?
Okay.
Let's talk about those.
Well, they're really scary for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know what to do with them and are really surprised that you can use them on different things like fruit, on desserts. So one of the things that we do with the balsamic vinegars that really surprises a lot of people is put it on cheesecake. And the way I explain it when people say, oh, that's disgusting, it sounds gross, is that it's kind of like the cherries on the cheesecake. It's that contrast. It's just a really nice bite, but I love the coconut on the cheesecake and the peach. Raspberries popular, blueberries popular, strawberry, vanilla, espresso.
Yeah.
But other things like for the balsamics you can use on fruit. I love to flavor plain yogurt with the peach balsamic.
Oh, that sounds good.
And then all of our balsamics are natural. And so natural flavors, natural sugars, nothing added, natural colors. And so it's a lot better than buying something that's already flavored in the store, especially when you're talking about yogurt.
Yeah.
It has so much added sugar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So did you tell me you roast vegetables with the olive oil and then put the vinegar on at the end, or did I?
Yeah, I do normally, but I have a lot of customers that really like to roast them all together, and it really depends on, for me, which vegetable I'm cooking, as to if I want the balsamic on there and want it to caramelize.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times with Brussels sprouts, I'll put the balsamic on right before they're done when I'm cooking in the skillet, and so the balsamic caramelizes a little bit on the Brussels sprouts, and so it just depends on what it is. But like on my roasted kale, I like to drizzle the pomegranate after I get it out.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds so good.
It's fun. Yeah. But like with the balsamics, you can also make salad dressings.
Yes.
So just mixing the balsamic with the olive oil about 1-to-1 and like whisk it or put it in a container with a lid and shake it, and that'll emulsify it, and then it just coats the the salad better.
Yeah.
But I like to add some seasonings too, but there's so many different combinations to make salad dressings. Like the peach balsamic mixed with the Tuscan herb is a great combination. And
I like the orange and the
cranberry pear?
Oh, that's so good.
Yep.
The orange is the oil, right?
Yes.
That's the olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great.
There's a million combinations, and I haven't found one yet that I don't like. So I mean, really, when we're talking to customers, we just kind of narrow down what they like. I'm like, okay, look and tell me what stands out to you. What do you want to taste? And then I have a lot of oils that I like specifically paired with those balsamics, and so we can come up with all kinds of fun concoctions. It's really fun. Yeah, and you can use them for sauces or marinades. Doesn't have to be for dressings.
Right. Okay, let's tell them how to make this amazing popcorn.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so
so what would they need?
So they need the butter olive oil.
Okay.
Then I use the Braggadocio organic popcorn.
Okay.
Because I think it's delicious and it's good popcorn.
Do you sell that as well?
Yes.
Yes. You sent me some of this. It is so good.
I love it. It pops up really good. Then they also need the black truffle sea salt.
Again, so good.
I feel like Vanna White.
Yes. While we're here, before we get to the popcorn, I just have to say, you need this in your life.
Yes, you do. I agree.
Salt with all those herbs. It is Oh, it's so good.
Roasted carrots. So I love it. I can't have roasted carrots without the blood orange oil and that seasoning.
Ooh.
Really good.
That sounds good. I'm going to be buying some orange oil today.
It's you know, I put it on my cinnamon roll this morning.
Ooh.
And I'm making cinnamon bread right now, so you can taste it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, so back to the popcorn.
Okay. Do you want to taste it?
Sure.
I mean, you've tried it.
Yeah.
But do you want to try it again?
Okay, so tell us how to make this popcorn.
Okay, so if you're going to make enough for your family, use a 6-quart pot with a lid.
Okay.
You're going to need the lid because when it starts popping, it's going to go everywhere if you don't have a lid. 3/4 of a cup of popcorn, 1/4 cup of oil.
Okay.
It's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah, and then truffle salt to taste, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. I like mine super salty. So.
Yeah, I do too.
And if you want to make a smaller batch, you can use a 4-quart pan and use 1/3 of a cup of popcorn.
Okay.
And 1/8 a cup of butter. And it's just half the recipe.
Yeah.
So.
I guess you could really use any flavor oil you wanted to, but it's going to change the flavor.
Yeah, I've tried several different ones, and most recently I tried the new spicy Calabrian pesto, and it tastes like Parmesan cheese.
Oh, wow.
And it's a little cheesy flavor.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
And I've tried the spicy oils. They're good. You know,
Yeah.
they have just the heat in the back. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much hooked on popcorn right now.
Yeah, it's fun for dinner.
So you have all these bread mixes. It looks like, are they all different flavors?
They are different flavors, and it's called sourdough because it's beer bread. You can use sparkling water instead of beer if you don't have beer in your house, and you just pour the sparkling water or beer in the bowl, pour the mix, stir it up, dump it in a pan and bake it, and you have a loaf of bread. It's super easy. So one of the most popular, or 3 of the most popular on fish are the lime, the orange, and the lemon on fish or on any kind of seafood. I love the Persian lime on fresh salmon. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like just drizzle it on and then take a brush and I call it
That's the oils, right?
The oil.
Yes. Okay.
And then some seasoning and then just bake that. It's so easy and it's delicious.
And good for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so the rosemary oil for roasted potatoes, and then I always cook my eggs in green chili oil because they're so spicy and good. And I love the green chili oil on my cornbread.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and then the Persian lime oil for my sweet potatoes. It's amazing. Like, it's life-changing for sweet potatoes.
I would not have put that together.
It's amazing.
Huh.
You have to try it. It like takes sweet potatoes to like a whole different level, and it's totally different than what you normally think of sweet potatoes. Because I don't know if you're like me, but you think of sweet potatoes like cinnamon and butter and sugar.
Yeah.
Or just,
and I don't like that really. I like
either.
it sometimes like for Thanksgiving, but I really like savory sweet potatoes because they're sweet on their own.
And when you add the lime, and I have one recipe on our website, and it's called Spicy Sweet Potato Side, I think.
Yeah.
And it has poblano peppers in it, and onions, and diced sweet potatoes, and with the lime oil. It's like, it's amazing.
That sounds good.
Totally different than what you would think of with sweet potatoes.
Okay, so let's talk about if they want to order, like what all sizes you have, and these sizes are in the vinegars and the oils, right? Okay.
We have the little ones in every single flavor, so if you don't know if you're going to like it and you just want to try it, you can get a little one and try it. It's the best way. And then we have 3 other sizes, 200 milliliter, 375, and 750 milliliters. So you can get even the big ones, and of course it's the best bargain if you're going to...
Once I figured out I love the butter, I bought the biggest one. But you can see, like, is this the
that's the 200 milliliter?
So that's still. I told her if you've got commitment issues, you can go with these small ones. That's what I did to figure out what you like.
And then there's 375, and then we have the big jug,
the big one.
If you know you love it.
Yes.
Yep. The butter we sell the big jug mostly.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's just like with everything else. Your price per ounce goes down the bigger thing you buy. So y'all check it out, and she has graciously given y'all a discount code. So if you put in VWFF at checkout, you're going to get 10% off your entire order, not just one item. So I hope y'all will check her out because it is literally a hidden gem. I showed y'all even there's some organic options and different things. But even if you don't go with the organic, this is high quality olive oil and vinegars and everything in here. She is hand selected to put in here in her store. So I hope y'all will check it out. Thanks for visiting us and letting us just invade your store.
It was so fun.
Yes, it was. And y'all might actually be seeing her come to our farm at some time and cook with some of this stuff. So we're really excited about that. That'll be in the future. So stay tuned for that. So again, thanks so much.
Thank you for coming. Fun. It was so fun.
And if you're local, if you're in Arkansas, you want to tell them where you're located in case they want to come in?
Yeah, so our main location here is Cabot. You want me to tell the address?
Sure.
Okay, so it's 2051 West Main. And then we have another location inside Nutrition World across town. And then in Searcy, inside the Natural Food Store. And in Conway, inside Brothers Honey Company.
And you guys may have heard of Brothers Honey from Jess and Jeremiah. That's some of their friends. So she's in their store too. So you could go there and all in one place.
Yep.
So, all right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. God bless. And you may be seeing her at...
This guy's going to keep revving this vehicle up. He does it, oh my goodness, every day. Let me shut the door.
Well, okay.
I'm trying to shoot a video. Listen, I saw him in Ward today. He did it, and I called Nick. I was like, the guy I just passed by.
He's following you.
So weird.
And you've probably heard of Brothers Honey from Jess and Jeremiah. That is